Chris the Greek, Sheila Killy. Yeah, I had to cut that, guys. There was no one coming through at all. Naoma, Shivons, Marcus, Jamie E. Wi-Fi is moving mad. That drink looks like. You know what? I swear to God, it's such a, without being sexist, it's a woman drink, right? But I cannot stress enough, again, right? Strawberry, right? Not strawberry, raspberry, Whitley Neal gin, right? With lemonade, with a few raspberries, which taste disgusting, by the way. Just with ice, it's just amazing. It's so refreshing. No, we had this last night, Marcus. Don't know anyone that's in Oakwood. Kennerstead, Clint Brook. Clint, you said you were going to do me videos, bro. You never did. Julie Varley. I do, sweetheart. You okay? Yeah. People always, the amount of people, right? If I had the pound for every person that said they was going to be on my channel and do videos, I genuinely would be a millionaire. Genuinely would be rich if people kept, oh yeah, I'll do your video, bro. I'll do your video. And just never do. Someone just said thank you for it. Well done on the 20,000. Thank you. Baby numbers, but I'm buzzing with them. Buzzing with the baby numbers. Michael Farley. Could be one of the Scouse Farleys. You one of the Scouse Farleys? Farley's a well-known in Liverpool. I'm going to put pictures up later on a video of me with a beard, me without a beard, me with a beard, me without a beard. I want to see what people reckon because I'm close to shaving this thing off. I love it, but it's just like, I just wake up certain days and my head just says, just shave it. So I'm shaving my head, as you can see. The beard's a horrible colour. Not ginger, strawberry blonde African sunset. It's unattainable, man. Unmaintainable. Give me a call and we'll sort something. Who's just text me there? Someone just text me. Oh, I thought I read it as Furley, bro. I thought it said Farley. I thought it said Farley on the channel, bro. Because I'm a bit further away from the screen. I couldn't see. I just thought it said Farley. Oh, fucking hell. A raspberry just slipped in my throat, man. Yes, Clint, I've got your number. Raspberries are, oh, fucking hell. What's going on with Evie D? Evie D don't want it, bro. Evie D just doesn't want it. Someone just said, looking good. Thank you. Kelly Smith, you're doing really good call there. Do you think Epstein was killed or committed suicide? I think he was killed. And his missus is going to have an accident as well. About to get a tag next month. Can I go swimming? Why do people ask dickhead questions? Do you know what? This is so nice. I've never had a more refreshing drink in my life. Oh, why does it do that? I've knocked everything off. Do you know what? Gordon's gin, bro. I don't like it. I don't like Gordon's gin. I got a Mediterranean orange the other day. I had one drink and I give it to my ma. It tastes like Fanta or a Fanta. Do you think the police get extra tickets for giving? I don't know, but I think that I do believe that there's like targets and stuff like that that are probably set. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think about Shanaina Begum being allowed back in this country? I think it's a fucking joke. I think it's an absolute joke, right? Terrorist lives matter. Right? That's all I've got to say. The Shamina Begum thing's just absolutely ridiculous, right? Just unbelievable. She's not served any prison time, right? And the country's just a laughing joke, man. Right? Do you know what? The last few prisoners that have left prison that were terrorists, Streatham, London Bridge, etc., right, have all been Reading. No, I don't know if the Reading kid had, but they've all been in prison for terrorism. Curran Butt, the 2017 terrorist, he committed a terrorist attack, got out of prison, was in prison. No, he wasn't in prison for terrorism. He was on a program called The Jihadi Next Door, but the police didn't know anything. Committed a terrorist attack. 2 other kids got out of prison, one on London Bridge and the Streatham attacker. Both had served time in prison for terrorism offences. They was both under surveillance. What happened? They were still able to commit a terrorist attack. Yeah, if you miss a probation appointment, you get recalled to prison. It's just knackered, man. What do your thoughts on Hollywood paedophile rings? I agree with them. Well, I don't agree with what they do, but I agree they exist 1,000,000%. What's Kelly Smythe said? Oh, Bruce agreed. Hold on. She shouldn't be allowed back in the UK. Of course she shouldn't. She should not be allowed back in the UK at all. It's disgraceful. 15, bro. I'd probably get a slap on the wrist, you know. But he put other people's lives at risk, so you've got to think. But yeah, Shamina Begum just... Unfortunately, because of political correctness, we're open to these sorts of things, right? Another thing with Shamina Begum, you will not find one interview where she has apologized for what she did. All the evidence shows that Madeleine McCann died in the family apartment. Her parents are banged to rights, mate. If Madeleine McCann's mum and dad did a TV thing, a lie detector test on live TV, it will be the most watched program ever. I don't know if there's a video of her beheading a man. I don't know if that's true. But yeah, Liverpool won the league. Yeah, that's old news, man. I can't believe Leeds went up, man. I was devastated. We all let Leeds go. We all let Leeds go. Leeds went up, man. I was gutted. So we've got Dan Robinson in. We've got a female from New Zealand, right? Just madness. I was talking to my mum today. She said, "Oh, are they all like local?" I said, "No." I said, "There's 20,000 of them all across the gaff." What's this one said about other than nonsense and terrorism? Pedophiles, rapists, terror. Yeah, man. She'll end up in the heart of a Muslim community, somewhere like Bradford, Rochdale, Luton. She'll be placed back into a highly populated Muslim area, because otherwise, without being disrespectful, she's going to stand out like a sore thumb. Is respect and fear the same thing in prison? Yeah, I guess it's a weird one. Pedophile or paedophile? She shouldn't be allowed back to the UK, man. If you go and leave this country, right, to fight British forces abroad, right, or I was young, I was radicalized. This bitch has never said sorry for what she did. So why should she be allowed back into this country? It's an insult to soldiers that have died for the country. It's an insult to taxpayers and the British public. She's putting us at risk. I genuinely believe she's putting us at risk. I don't believe you can rehabilitate a terrorist. I really don't. I think that it's a mindset, like I said. And the thing is, what annoys me, right, when people try to say, people think that all Muslims are terrorists and Islam is a terrorist. It's not. Extremists are a very small number of Muslims. Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world. You can respect someone because you're in fear of them, or you respect them because you respect them. It's like I said, it's a different thing. Salam means peace. Yeah, man. But like I said, terrorists come in every different color, creed, religion. Oh, it's an ideology. Yeah, we know all that. I'm normally sat here with a bottle of water. Cody, what's his documentary on Ireland's Robbie Lawler? Robbie Lawler. Trying to think. Oh, the kid who was murdered. Yeah. He was murdered, weren't he? He allegedly chopped up that kid with a double barrel surname. Thoughts on Tommy Robinson? Certain things I agree with Tommy, I've got to be honest, but most of it I'm not down with at all. He doesn't seem to target white paedophiles, black paedophiles. He strictly targets Muslim grooming gangs and Muslim paedophiles. I agree with what he did to them paedophiles at Centre Parks, where he kicked off and everything. They sexually assaulted his daughter. I would have done a lot worse, but I would have attacked that person regardless of what colour, creed, religion, the religious beliefs, right? There's a lot of things with Tommy that I agree with, but I have a problem with all paedophiles, white, black. So is that saying that white paedophiles and black paedophiles, that's okay? All paedophiles deserve lighting up. Oh, who's this fucking melt, right? Fucking little fucking rat. Fucking little muppet. Fucking little rat. Kieran Lavelle, do me a favour, inbox me your fucking number and come meet me at fucking Bell End. If I wanted to hear from an arsehole, I'd fucking fart. I'll roll it in, turn your neck in. Fucking muppet. Capital punishment should be brought back for paedophiles, in my opinion. 1,000,000%. Chemical castration for pedos in Kazakhstan. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's not... The thing is, all paedophiles, you can't rehabilitate them. I'm sorry, you can't. What about how he was treated in prison? Tommy probably wanted to be in the segregation unit for his own safety. You're in Belmarsh, high Muslim population. Right? Anyone that gets Tommy, right? It's one of them. They'll be rewarded, man. If you're an inmate and you get Tommy Robinson in prison, right? The Muslims are going to be, like I said, it doesn't have to be a Muslim that attacks him. So Tommy was held in segregation for his own thingy, and he's crying and everything like that after a couple of weeks. So, like I said, I don't think Tommy's built for prison, in my honest opinion. A lot of people say he's a Zionist and he's paid and all this stuff. I don't know. A lot of conspiracy theories on my channel. See, there we go. Conspiracy theories are in. I don't know what to make of it all, man. I didn't watch UFC last night, Dan. I'll be honest with you. I got my head down about 3 p.m., 3 a.m. even. But yeah, I believe the main fight was a mad one. What do you make of Sam Walker posting pictures and videos on YouTube? I think he does it so his security moved. There's rumours in the underworld that, I don't know if this is true, but there are rumours that Sam Walker is a paid police informer, and that's why he's not allowed in prisons in the north of England, northwest of England. I couldn't comment on that. I don't know. But like I said, how many people do you know that get arrested, end up in a police cell? Like, I've been in the police station enough times, that many times in the police station, that I'm lucky that I didn't get my warrant card because I spent that much time there. Now, Sam's pulling phones out, playing with his phone, not in a prison cell. He does it in prison, but he does it in a police station. When you get nicked, right, they wand you down, they pat you down, they search you down, right, trust, right, but he's there popping phones out. Now, your prison pocket or your anal cavity, right, can't be that big to whip an iPhone out of your anal cavity or your prison pocket, you hear me? So, yeah, a lot of people say Sam's a grass. The thing is with Liverpool, people throw the word grass around like it's going out of fashion. In Liverpool, for some reason, if the person's not liked or they've got a reputation, they're called a grass or a nonce. Now, when someone calls somebody a grass or a nonce, you can't just say it. You're supposed to back it up with paperwork, depositions, right? But no one ever does. But like I said, it's the same with Sam Walker. People say it, people talk it. I've never seen anything. If you've never seen anything, how do you know it's true? So it's one of them. It's a crazy one. People in the criminal underworld, right? If you throw the word, if you call someone a nonce or a grass, right? If you call someone a grass, it's like labeling them a nonce. It's as bad as it can get you shot dead, murdered, right? And if you call them a pedo, it's like I said, you don't want to be four things you don't want to be in prison: rapist, pedophile, grass, child killer. That's it, right? But you've got to be right. You can't. People in Liverpool, for some reason, and not in just in Liverpool, in the criminal fraternity, throw out grass and pedo like it's going out of fashion. And once you label it, other people start to say it, and then people think, "Yo, my man's a fucking, he's a wrong'un. My man's a grass. My man's a paid informer." You call someone a grass or a pedo, that person's life can be at serious risk. Let me take a little drop of this in there. But yeah, so it's just, but with Sam, I don't know Sam Walker. I never had any dealings with him. Some gangsters say that grassing on nonces is still grassing. I've heard that, but for me, when it's okay to grass, right? If someone's going to report something to the police, if they're a straight member, i.e. they're not a criminal, and they report a crime, right? I don't think that's classed as grassing. They're straight members, right? If someone's been abused, right, or raped or something, and they go to the police, I don't think that's grassing, right? Law, they say French is a grass. I've had this, man. People have hit me up and said, you've associated with a grass. I asked the question, show me paperwork that shows that Frenchie's had someone sent down. He ain't no grass. I agree, 1,000,000%. He's a straight member, mate. Like I said, he's done what he's done. But the fact is people say he's a grass. So I ask you this, right? If somebody came out and said, you're a grass, all you would ask is, I'll tell you what, you show me the paperwork that proves anyone's a grass, and I'll believe what I read. And if they had the evidence to say someone was a grass, the evidence would be produced. No evidence because it doesn't exist. Rumours that people spread. It's one of them, man. It's a crazy one. Like I said, and people label people a grass. So, but the thing is, by labeling people a grass, not away from just in general, like in general, by labeling somebody a grass and then someone else is actually a grass, you think, well, hang on. Well, I've heard this about him. Yeah, not 99% of it, but yeah. But how can somebody say that someone like reporting a nonce is grassing? You're protecting kids, mate. It's protecting children, right? Paedophile hunters, I've been on paedophile stings. I've been on 11 of them, right? If someone wants to label me a grass for going on a paedophile sting, snaring a paedophile that thinks he's meeting real children, and you want to call me a grass because I have put not me directly as part of a paedophile sting, we put people in prison on remand and convicted. If you want to call me a grass for protecting real children, then I'll take it. I'm a grass. I've put paedophiles in prison through paedophile work that I've worked on with stings and stuff. Does that make me a grass because I put paedophiles in prison? Not me personally, but as part of a group. When paedophiles are turning up and they think they're going to rape a real child, right? And they literally think they are meeting a real kid to rape them. And we turn up and stop them and they end up in cuffs. Rather than getting the dick wet, raping some kid, they end up in a police station. Some have end up on remand. Some have end up running trial and get found guilty, right, and go to jail, right? The longest time that someone's got on one of my stings was 3 years, 6 months, right? If that makes me a grass, then I'm a grass for putting nonces in prison. Like I said, people just talk rubbish, don't they? Certain things I get extremely passionate about. And like I said, Aldo Steele, you said there that some gangsters think that reporting nonces is still grassing. Who did you do stings with? It's not relevant, bro. It's not relevant. A lot of the stings that I did weren't public. They was to private groups, bro. No, I've not watched James English and Tony Bellew, but I do love Tony Bellew's a geezer. Paedophile hunters do a brilliant job. I agree. Paedophile hunters, right, spend time and effort, right, going through it. Oh, who's this fucking another Muppet, man? Fucking Muppets, man. But yeah. Yeah, if Tommy Robinson went after Prince Andrew, he'd end up dead. Right, do you know what? With the Meggie Khan thing, I don't know. I don't know enough about the case. He's Yorkshire, isn't he? Somewhere in Yorkshire. It's most of the American gangsters that say grassing on nonces are still snitching. Well, to them American gangsters, right? If you think that grassing a snitch up, that grassing a fucking nonce up is snitching, then, like I said, if you're gonna kill that nonce, then fair enough, right? But if you're not, and then that person, if you right, I was sexually abused, yeah, by someone that lived close to me, mum and my dad, yeah, and it damaged me massively. I never went to the police. I went to his door many years later with a combat knife down my thing. I was going to gut him like a fish. He didn't live there, right? I still don't speak to the police. The demons still haunt me to this day, and like I said, that's my thing, right? People label me a survivor. I hate that word because it's just like, you've been through some crap, and I don't like that word. But the thing is, like, when you're a paedophile hunter, you spend your own money, you spend your own time setting up decoy accounts, tracking, tracing, setting them up, talking to them. They're sending depraved pictures. They sometimes send paedophilic images. They're sending rape videos of young kids. They're sending the dick pictures to people that have been sexually abused. They turn up. They think they're talking to a real child. They think they're talking to several children. They turn up. It's not a kid. It's me and a couple of others, or it's another team, or whatever the case is, right? So I've got nothing but love and respect for paedophile hunters. I don't think it's grassing at all. If your daughter, anyone that's listening to this, if you're a male or female, and you've got a young daughter, and your daughter gets groomed online, or somebody rapes her, God forbid, and you go to the police, would you like to be labelled a grass? Because I would never label you a grass, and I was a career-long criminal. I can't get that. I really can't grasp that. I really can't get my head around that comment. It's crazy. If you've got a kid, right? Well, no, a lot of people, if your kid's been sexually assaulted or sexually abused or whatever by a wrong 'un, you probably take the law into. I just spat a bit of gin, sorry. You probably go and deal with this individual yourself. Not everyone's a fighter though. Some people have got to stand. And then unfortunately, when these pedophiles go to prison, the drug game affects many children. Gangsters care about money, not children. Do you know what? Not all drugs, I've got to be careful what I say here, because I know some dealers still. But a lot of dealers that are using kids to push their drugs, me, honestly, they're no better than paedophiles. The logic remains the same. You're trying to groom a child into doing what you want them to do, whether that's the drug game to manipulate them, or whether you are wrong and trying to manipulate a child. It goes down that way. A lot of drug dealers will put the blame and put the responsibilities on young lads. Look at the kid in Ireland, that Keenan, whatever he was called, God bless him. The kid who was chopped up, 17-year-old. I don't know if product went missing or what, but he ended up dead. Having Faith 76 Hodgkiss. Hi. I don't know what the wow hi is. Have you heard of Leon Cullen? Yes, I have. There is rumours in the criminal fraternity that Leon Cullen give people access to the EncroChat servers. I don't know if that's true. But this is the thing. Criminal fraternity. Rumours are one of them. Exactly. Only nonces defend nonces. So if you call the grass for protecting a child thing. Do you know what, right? There's a lot of people out there that when they go out and do what they do, right, that, like I said, people labeling, like there's people out there that label anyone that gets a fucking nonce off the streets a grass. I just can't. There are pages on Facebook that go against, listen to this, go against paedophile hunters. For me, they're paedophile sympathisers, in my honest opinion. The only person that's going to support a paedophile is either the family members, most family members walk away, a paedophile, or someone that's got the same idea, like same brains, like mindset. Yeah, there you go. Green sector, 1,000,000%. I agree with you. Anyone that defends a paedophile is just as bad. And you know what the thing is? Paedophiles are everywhere. Like, we stung people, right? I've seen paedophile things on police officers, people that have worked in like Homeland Security, that have had really good jobs, social workers, teachers. A lot of these pedos seem to get into jobs where they have access to vulnerable children. I see you talking about this EncroChat thing we use on ways it's doing. Yeah, I've touched base with the EncroChat thing. Yeah, there was a rumor that somebody had give access to the server, someone that was in the Middle East, but originally from the UK, north or west. That is the most crazy question. Cody, if I put a tag on a dog, right, well, when they come, they secure the tag to you. Right? If you cut that tag, they know you cut that tag. Just the maddest. What? To be honest with you, I've never been on tag. Never been on tag, bro. I've either been no further action, bailed, or sent to prison. Mark Feely. Mark Feely is, I don't know, I don't, he knows what he's doing as well. That's the worst thing. If anyone doesn't know who Mark Feely is a despicable, ugly, just muppet who has got learning difficulties, and he plays on them. He's been caught. He's been in Holiday Inns and Holiday Expresses up and down the country. Last time I heard, there was rumours he was in Northern Ireland. So I don't know. But Mark Feely constantly gets caught, constantly goes back to doing what he's doing, and has never been remanded into custody. It's a crazy one. Yeah, like I said, with the paedophile hunting thing, right? When it comes to the paedophile hunting side of things, I've only been on 11 stings, right? Like I've said to you. And all I was what on them stings was security. Of the stings that I've done, I've only seen one person colour drain from the face where they felt they wasn't sorry what they'd done, they'd sorry they'd been caught. Right? We laid in wait for this individual. He was talking sexual to this girl, but he wouldn't meet. But he'd sent penis pictures, he'd incited a child to masturbate, all these things, right? All criminal offences. And all hunters were like, well, we need to get him. And I said, right, well, he's going to his mates tonight or his brothers. So ask him roughly what time he'll be back. You'll speak to him on the phone. We'll lay in wait near his mum's house and we'll snare him. We had the address. He turned up in the car. We jumped out. We apprehended him. The colour drained from his face. And he was like, people on the street were shouting nonsense and everything. And I said to him, what's it like around here? And he said, rough. And I said, you know what happens to pedos, don't you, bro? And he said, yeah. I said, there you go. Just one of them things. I don't care. I was sexually abused. Like I said, but paedophile hunters, right? It's a very cliquey, very bitchy, very backstabbing community, right? I don't engage. I don't have anything to do. I just wait by the phone, wait for a text or a call. But I think March, there's teams out there now that are still stinging. I haven't stung anybody. So it's just one of them things, I guess, guys. But paedophile hunters, right? They spend their own time, their own money. When they go on a sting, you might be traveling. I traveled very far through the night, right, to the other end of the country, and we all had to put like 25 quid in petrol. Then you've got your food that you have to buy as well, right? So it's an expensive do. Like I said, people travel the length and breadth of the country. People use their own time, their own space, their own money to track paedophiles, right? You've got survivors, people that have been sexually abused, acting as decoys. A decoy, they act as children, and they get these pedos engaging with them. They never send the first message, but they get these pedos on them, right? And the pedo is working on that individual. Then they tend to start dirty pictures. Do you know what that does to the survivor? It could trigger their PTSD. It could take them back to what happened to them as a kid. So it's a crazy thing, right? So I've got nothing but love for all paedophile hunters, right? And like I said, I think they do a great job. And it's a very bitchy and very backstabbing and very judgmental community. But I've got nothing but love and respect for everyone because they're all doing protecting your children. With the way that the internet is, right, in this day and age, right, and if you've got a brain, you'll click into what I'm saying. The way that the internet is, a sex offender can be in your children's bedroom, in their device, on these apps, without you even knowing. Fact. You've got kids that are on these apps, right, where they're posting videos of themselves. 7, 8-year-old kids. When I was 7 or 8, I was sick as shit running around with a piece of dog shit on a fucking on a stick. Prayer exposure. I've heard of them, bro, but I don't know much about them. But like I said, there's some great paedophile hunters out there. Huntley's still alive, yeah, I believe so. Yeah, you'd hear about it if he wasn't. There's always rumours. There's certain prison like pages online that proclaim that this person's getting out, that person's died, that person's got corona. Be careful what you listen to. What prison is Huntley in? For some reason, Franklin's ringing a bell. Could be Wakefield, could be Franklin, could be Long Lartin. But yeah, I think it's Franklin. Yeah, I believe it's Franklin as well. Top show, Cody. It's not really a show, bro. These lives, I'll be honest with you, these lives are pointless, brother. I met some wrong uns, Daniel story. I don't think it was sex abuse. I think it's paranoia. You know what I mean? Who's Daniels? Yeah, anyone that's out there, right? Like I said, it's a crazy one. It really is a crazy one. But like I said, with the hunters and everything, like I said, I'm a very small part of it. I keep my head down because too much drama and bullshit for me. I'm not like, I'm not one of the better ones or anything like that. I'm down here. I'm a baby with it. I'm new to it all, but I come from a security background, and because of my hypervigilance, I watch body language and stuff, and I read what situations and body language. So if there's any cases where someone's going to kick off, I can intercept it. I'm a big lump, and I'm game, and I always turn up switched on. But like I said, I'm not a good hunter. I'm not a good hunter. I'm just security. And the fact is, I don't know if I'll ever sting again. To be honest with you, it's just one of those things. But I've got nothing but love. Any of these paedophile hunters that are out there, they're fantastic. What they do. If you look through my timeline, right? If you check my name out, search my name and paedophile hunters. And 3 years ago, I did a video before I'd ever done a sting, and I speak glowingly of them. I think they're amazing. I still think they're amazing. Some teams are more professional than others. Ange, I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, you did message me. Ange works for the NHS, guys. She's a level 6 nurse. She works her ass off literally most days. She spends more time at work than she does at home. She's saving lives. So nothing but love for Ange and respect to the NHS and all that good stuff. You do right, Ange. I'm literally like supping. And I can't, I am not a big drinker at all. But again, will Jack Holmes be released this year? I couldn't tell you, brother. I don't, right? Obviously, Jack Holmes is one of the people that's been convicted over the murders of Tucker, Rolfe, and Tate. I don't know everything. I don't know the ins and outs of the case, brother. I'll be honest with you. But like I said, there's a lot of rumours that Jack Holmes is innocent. And you've got the other kid as well that's jailed as well. So, yeah. But yeah, with the channel and everything, guys, like I said, I don't know, honestly, and I'm being honestly now, I can't understand why people tune in. My videos are not the best. I speak way too much. The only thing I'm good at in life is I'm not good at anything. I'm not academic. I'm not articulate. The only thing I'm good at in my life is talking. I can talk. I can talk like I can talk my way out of a situation. I can talk my way into a situation. I can diffuse situations, right? So yeah, I'm supping the evil gin with the evil furry raspberries that taste like shit. My channel's crap. I'm being honest with you. There are so many better channels out there, but when it comes to strictly prison, and I now branch off to paedophiles and stuff. I like paedophiles up as well. My channel's not good, and that's me being completely honest. I talk way too much. If it was up to me, I'd never do another video, and people would send me their videos of their prison experiences, and I could put them on the channel like I've done in the past. Like I said, we broke murders, we broke deaths in custody, we broke prisoner suicides, we've broken prison officer suicides. We've covered paedophiles, we've lit paedophiles up, we've had paedophiles complain about the channel, right? We've put documentaries up, we've put just advice, I've spent countless hours on the phone to people that have suffered bereavement through losing a loved one whilst in prison. Then people have set up protests. I've set up interviews for them people. I've tried to do what I can do to bang the drum for prisoners. When I bang the drum for prisoners, when you see me on Good Morning Britain and I'm talking about prisoners, I'm not talking about paedophiles and rapists and child murderers. Despise those individuals. But I can't say, well, I'm speaking up for these prisoners, but not these. I just generalize and speak about prisoners. But I despise rapists, paedophiles, grasses, child murderers. Bam. No, it's not about that. It's just, I'm real about my channel. Like I said, the other day, I celebrated 20,000 subscribers, right? Baby numbers. But when it's when it's strictly on prison, 20,000 is nearly a quarter of the prison population, which is a lot, right? Like I said, it's a very, very small margin. I speak about one of the most marginalized people in society, right? Prison, right? And prisoners. And I'm not a prison expert. I'm not articulate. I'm not educated. I'm a thick, uneducated street kid. But I try to articulate as best as I can. There's no filter here. The words just come out like rapid fire, or verbal diarrhea if you want to go down that route. But when verbal diarrhea, if you want to call it that, for some reason, my words half make sense, which is crazy because they come out so fast. They do come out fast. I know this. Which is the most dangerous in prison? It depends, bro. It depends, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Is it bills being almost 25 is a massive start? Yeah. But the thing is, like, the most dangerous prison in the UK, it depends, bro. Depends, doesn't it? Depends who you are. Depends what you're in for. Depends what category of prison you're in. Obviously, in a category B, getting more exercise and association than category A, blah, blah, so on and so forth. You got the gift of the gab. My nana always said that. You got the gift of the gab. But yeah, so when it comes to most dangerous prison, you could say Long Line, you could say Belmarsh, do you know what I mean? You could say Birmingham, you could say Strangeways, right? You could say Franklin. I tell you, they don't pronounce Socken. It looks like Stocken, Staunton or something. It's pronounced Socken. Barlinnie as well in Scotland supposed to be really bad. Polmont. Look at the Young Offenders Institute, Aylesbury. Like, rough, man. Dangerous, you know. Dearbolt, yeah. Like I said, it all depends, man. What cat is Risley? Catsy? No, with my nana. My nana was like my idol, man. My nana was my idol. Public prisons are true prisons. Do you know what? I agree. I agree, bro. I think private prisons are they just employ anybody. But yeah, with my nana taught me a lot of things, right? And a lot of things. Do you know what? When I was in Strangeways on remand with Noonan on the witness intimidation, my mum wrote to me the first letter I received when I was in prison from my mum, and it nearly hurt me, man. My mum wrote to me and she said, if your nana was alive today, she'd be rolling in her grave. And it brought tears to my eye, I'll be honest with you, because it just, nothing will bother me, but just like bringing my nana up, I was like, that's a fucking low blow, man, keep the punches up. But my nana taught me a lot. My nana died just before my 17th birthday, 6 weeks before my 17th birthday. On the 2nd of November this year, she will have died 20 years ago. And my nana taught me a lot, man. And I tried to live by what my nana taught me. And I've been an idiot all my life, all my life. But since I came away from crime, I have tried to make up for the bad things I've done in my life. I genuinely have. I've tried to be a better person. I've tried to help people. I've tried to guide people. I've tried to steer people away from that life. I've tried to help people that are struggling. I've spoken to people that have been sexually abused, that have been raped, that have been bullied at school, that are going down the criminal route, that are potentially going to prison. I've spent hours on the phones to families that have lost a prisoner that's through bereavement whilst in prison. Sorry to hear that, Ange. Angie just messaged me. I'm sorry to hear that. I won't disclose that. It's just a private thing. Yeah, my nana wouldn't have been proud of me ending up in prison. I agree. She wouldn't have done. But you know what? Do you have kids, Cody? Nah. Now, do you know what? Prison, I don't have any kids, bro. I can't stand the little bastards, right? Truth be told, right? Little shits out there screaming and stuff, wanting stuff and fucking, oh, just, yeah. You see them in the supermarket kicking off because they can't have what they want. It's a sad thing. The press always report the Noonans as a crime family, and it's not true. When someone's a crime family, it means every member is active in crime, and it's not true. It's not true, though, is it? I am an idiot. I've always been an idiot, right? But with the knowledge that I've gained, right? Like I said, I'm nobody. Get it? Let's not get twisted. I am absolutely nobody. I don't proclaim to be anybody. I'm an idiot. I've always been an idiot. As much as I talk, I also listen. I read between the lines, and I try to be. I'm a complicated kid. I probably am. I don't know. I try to be quite black and white and easy to. I'm quite a laid back kid, but I don't trust people very easily. Life chipped bits off me. Life's broken me at times. I rebuild. I come again. I've said it last night. I said it on a live the other night. In life, right? People that right. Good people that have got money, people that have got no money, right? People have lived, right, and been through some of the worst things you can ever imagine, right? Money doesn't bring you happiness, right? We all know that. I've had money, I've not had money. I've lived in city centre apartments, I've been homeless. It's that sort of life. I've had both sides of the coin. Now, just because you're going through a bad time doesn't mean it's going to last forever, right? People think that they've got friends, but the real friends would be guiding them away from what they're doing. Right? True friends are there through thick and thin. When the shit gets deep, when the water gets deep, you find out who swims. Some people will swim you, some people will uplift you, some people are trying to drown you. It's just that way. Right? Now, in life, how can you truly know you are at the top of the mountain, in a good place, at the top of the mountain? How can you know you're at the summit if you've never been down at the bottom looking up? You can't. Trust. When it goes to court, if they've got learning difficulties, it can be taken into consideration. But there's a lot of people in prison that shouldn't be in prison that have got Asperger's, they've got learning difficulties, they've got autism. Prison's bad enough as it is. Imagine being in prison, looking at prison through the eyes of someone with autism. Nah, man, crazy. I've been in prison with people that have got paranoid schizophrenia that should be in Ashworth or secure mental hospitals. Angel for help. I ain't got an angel, bro. The only thing that's on my shoulder is probably a devil, right? To be honest with you. But I try to do a positive thing. I talk way too much. I probably make a little bit of sense, right? But for some reason, the only thing I'm good at in life, and I've been deadly honest with you, is talking. I'm good at it. I don't know why. I overtalk. I talk too much. I am good in small doses, trust me. I could talk a glass eye to sleep. But you know what? Right? If someone rung me up at 1 a.m, right, and was suicidal, I would spend hours on the phone talking that person out of it because it's the right thing to do. Right? People that go through bad times, right? It either makes you or it breaks you. right? I've said this in the past, and I've said it, and I'll say it now. I've not said this saying for a long time. Some people, every situation you go through, good or bad, some people will be blessings, some people will be a lesson. Take what you've learned and apply it so you don't go through that same thing again. I've spoken to some extremely damaged people. I've spoken to people that have been through the worst of things, right? I've spoken to people that are like on the brink of homelessness. I've spoken to people that have got it all, money, big houses, the lot. And like I said, life's hard enough as it is, right? Look at life, right? We lose people close to us, mothers, aunties, uncles, grandmas, granddads, dads, fathers, sisters, aunties, uncles, children. Life is so hard, and life can bring you to your knees, right? But like I said, you need a good circle of people around you with good intentions, right? I'm sorry for Angie's loss. Angie's recently lost someone. I won't go into detail, but Angie's lost someone like very raw, very real. God bless Ange. But yeah, I literally like, it's mad. And this is a depressing thing to say, right? But when we're born, right, and this, like, I don't know if it's the fucking gin talking now, but when you were born, right, you know, like an egg timer, as soon as you're born, that egg timer's turned over, and your time, as negative as this sounds, your time on earth is running out second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. Yeah, Dan Robinson is just wishing Ange, sorry for your loss. But this is the thing, man. Like I said, I'm not a role model. I don't proclaim to be a role model. I'm an idiot. I've always been an idiot. And I don't sit here thinking, oh, I'm some it. I was nobody. I was just a criminal. That was it. I was a criminal, extremely loyal criminal. That's it. Hold on, be right back. I think that like life molds us, right? When we're young, right, we start our life out and we're like Play-Doh. We're like Play-Doh, right? And as time goes on, we become it molds us into the person we are today, right? And you've got to go through the bad times to enjoy the good times. Thunderstorms happen so we can appreciate the summer. Not me, because I'm pasty white and I burn, right? But like I said, every cloud has a silver lining, and hard times don't last. Tough people do. And life's horrible, man. Like I said, I've been homeless. I was sexually abused. I had a shocking childhood, right? It's not about sympathy. It's not about that. It's just like, I don't sit here and think, oh, I've had it worse than anybody else. No, no, no. Going through shit, whether it doesn't matter how small or how big it is, right? You've just got to keep going, right? Like I said, I sat in a prison cell. I wrote a suicide note, right? I didn't want to live. I didn't want to live. I got on the prison phone and I snapped right out of that mood. I got suicidal again. I had a visit. Like I said, there's always a reason to keep going. Some people sadly don't have that reason. Not everyone in prison has a support network and stuff like that. But like I said, scars, right? If you've got a scar, right? I am scarred, right? You can't see it because there, but you can see it there a little bit. Right? That's just one of many scars. I am physically scarred. I am mentally scarred. Now, a lot of people are ashamed of a scar. A scar simply means you were stronger than whatever tried to hurt you. A scar is a good story. But like I said, some people are scarred and it's invisible. And that's psychologically and emotionally, right? And there's so many people out there that are struggling. And like I said, if money brought you happiness, why would people like Robin Williams, a man that give the world such laughter, and like I said, like from all his films and things like that, and he's such a comedian and such a funny guy, and he made everyone else laugh, whilst inside he was going through absolute turmoil. Like I said, it's just one of those things, man. Yeah, Ange, I'm sorry again, man. Do you know what? Just, how bad is that? This is the thing. People suffer. Just looking at Angie's situation there, where her brother, God bless him, has taken his own life. what annoys me is when people say that suicide is a selfish act. It's a very narrow-minded way to look at things, right? At the end of the day, when someone comes to the end where they think, I don't want to suffer anymore, and they feel like a burden, and they seek suicide as a way out, it's not a cowardice act or anything like that. It takes a lot of bollocks to go through with it. And you've got to think what's going through that individual's brain at the time, right? My uncle, for example, my mum's brother, I was only 2.5. It was in March of 1986. I was 2.5. And he came out of HMP Armley or HMP Leeds, and he sought suicide as a way out. So it's just one of them things, man. Everyone's showing some love to Ange, man. Respect. It's just that way. Especially with the times that we're going through now as well. Like the damage that people that suffer with mental health is no joke. A lot of people, right? I see funny things. Someone comments with a GIF, thinking it's funny. It's no joke. And mental health affects more people than would like to admit it. I suffer with mental health. I still do. I've got complex post-traumatic stress disorder with hypervigilance. I've got it. I can't change it. I live with it. It lives with me. Some days it beats me. Sometimes I beat it. Sometimes it walks me on a lead. Sometimes I walk on a lead. But the point is, everyone's suffering. And for Angie's brother, God bless his soul, Angie sat there now having a drink, probably crying her eyes out. Bless her. This woman that you can see there works her backside off, working for 16-hour shifts, working for the NHS up in the northeast, dealing with death and coronavirus and everything that comes with it. And then she finds out last night that her brother sadly and tragically took his own life. What do you say? What can you say in those circumstances? Best friend has ADHD and a personality disorder and anger issues. No, just put on people and start whistling for some more. Yeah, man. More people's mental health. Some people's more obvious than others, but we're all suffering. People are walking down the street and they've got clouds over their head, but they're smiling. They're smiling. They look like they're happy because the inner turmoil that they're going through, they want to hide. Men, most of suicides are sadly and tragically men. What annoys me, well, not annoys me, yeah, it does annoy me, it frustrates me. Because men were supposed to be macho and we're all seeing, all doing, right? What men do, they suffer and they can't open up and talk about it. And by not talking about it, they crash and they plummet further and further and further down before, sadly and tragically, they self-harm, they attempt suicide, or sadly and tragically, they go through with the suicide and it's successful. When people have got mental health issues, we should be supporting them. Now, when it comes to prison and mental health, if you go to prison with mental health issues, your mental health is compounded. When you're in prison, your mental health has a magnifying glass on it. You start to think, you start to overthink, you start to overanalyze, you start to dwell on things, right? There's only so much daytime TV you can listen to, right? But when you're in prison, you're surrounded by 1,600 other men, different wings, blah, blah, blah. But you're surrounded by other men. But you can feel so alone. But you're surrounded by men, but psychologically you're so alone. Those walls, sustained amounts of bang up, has a detrimental effect on your mental health. Before most offenders have ever been offenders, I've said this 1,000 times, they've first been sufferers. They've been victims, they've been victims. They've grown up in, they're physically abused, sexually abused, grown up in care leavers, mental health, underlying mental health, parents were addicts, passed from pillar to post, whatever the case may be. That person goes on to become a criminal, rightly or wrongly. Like I said, a lot of offenders are first victims. A lot of being a victim can make them offenders. Like, people don't always grasp what I'm saying by that. But when you're in prison, we're social people, we're social creatures. If you go to prison and you've already got mental health issues, you're going to struggle. If you go to prison without any mental health issues, you will develop mental health problems in prison. Seeing people slashing up and violence and people trying to top themselves or go through with it, right, affects you. being locked behind your door for sustained amounts of time. For the last 4 months, prisoners have been locked up 23 to 23 and a half hours a day. We're social people, we're social creatures. Just think about, then you've got this virus. Then you've got prisoners that might have paranoid schizophrenia. They're thinking this virus is going to get me. I can't get out. I'm locked in this cell. The world's trying to kill me. That's what, this is prison. And take prison away. Like I said, people that are suffering and they're suffering bad. A percentage of suicides are sadly and tragically men. And I think a lot of it has to do with a man is a man. A man can't show weakness. A man can't speak about his feelings and his emotions. And you know what that leads to, sadly and tragically? People going to graves and hugging gravestones and stuff like that. It's crazy. Crazy. And when you're in prison, you start to think, you start to dwell, you start to overthink, you start to overanalyze, and the dark clouds set in, and they're horrible, man. Anyone that's been to prison that said it's not affected them at one point or another is a liar. Like I said, life is hard enough on the outside as a law-abiding citizen without being in prison. But like I said, people that seek suicide, what it does, whenever someone commits suicide, sadly and tragically, it leaves the family and the family of that individual and the friends with more questions than answers. Oh, I saw him yesterday. I spoke to him on the phone. He was fine. Where was his mind at? Where was his head at? Why did he do this? Why didn't he tell us? There is always so many more questions than answers when it comes to suicide. It's crazy, man. And I raise a glass to anyone that's lost someone to suicide or in general that's lost somebody. Bless Ange. I've got nothing but love for Ange. She's a lovely girl. I've never actually spoken to her on the phone, but Ange is someone that's been subscribing to me for a long time. All I know, she lives in the Northeast. She texted me off a new number the other day. But yeah, she's a rock. She works extremely hard for the NHS, and she's gone through the worst thing you could possibly go through. And I just realised how depressing this thing is. But like I said, you've got to... It's mad, isn't it? It really is mad. Life's horrible, man. Honest to God. This is why we need to help each other. People like to put each other down and bully them and make them bad. I lost my cancer. I lost my only brother to cancer in 2001. Sorry for that, Dan Robinson. Like I say, life is too short and too hard. Do you know what? Do you know what really breaks my heart? Hold on, Crocky Crew. No, I didn't, bro. No. Right. Do you know what breaks my heart? Right. When you know how people fall out, families fall out, friends fall out, right? A lot of people, what they do, they take it to the grave. And I'll never understand that. I understand, like, if it's sexual abuse and stuff like that, I get it. I get that. But a lot of people fall out over petty, small things. And you'll have two people that cannot say sorry to the other person because they're just stubborn. That stubbornness, those two people that may be stubborn and can't apologize, or one person says sorry, the person can't accept it, they'll take it to the grave. And then when that person sadly and tragically dies, God forbid, right, the person that was wronged or that wanted to apologize but couldn't get over their own stubbornness because they've got a chip on the shoulder, they want to go and hug that person. You can't hug gravestones. Gravestones don't hug back. Graveyards are very depressing, cold places, and gravestones are cold marble and they don't hug back. But people will take it to the end. And I'll never grasp that. I'll never grasp it ever. But like I said, suicide is just, do you know what? It's a very depressing vlog, but it's sobering. It really is sobering. And I've got nothing but love and respect for anybody that's passed away. It's true. People don't forgive, man. Like I said, I've made amends with my mum. We don't talk about what happened. We just get on with it. And I've got such an unbreakable bond with my mum now. I despised my mum growing up. Despised her. Used to watch serial killer documentaries with ideas how to do it in. That's me being honest with you. I've got an unbreakable bond with her now. I realised that my mum's not going to be there forever. And my mum smokes. She's got a heart problem. So you've got to look and think, like, what's going on? Bless Ange. Everyone's sending love to Ange, man. That's deep, man. I've got nothing but love and respect for everyone that's sending Ange love and condolences there. Bro, we're talking about a tragic suicide. Are you going on about the Crocky crew? Yes, I've heard of the Crocky crew, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of the Crocky crew, bro. Yeah. Liverpool, yeah. Crocky crew, yeah. Nogsies and the Crocky crew, yeah. No, it's cool, bro. It's cool, bro. I get that. It's cool, man. Don't have to say sorry, bro. But yeah, like I said, like when my nana died, like I said, I was literally coming up to my 17th birthday. When my nana died, like I've got this cross for my nana, right? You can't really see it there, but I've got this cross for my nana. Right now, when I was in school, people used to die a lot, right? People's family, dads, aunties, uncles, grandmas, and I used to sit there, and I could never relate to them. I couldn't feel sympathy for them because I was like, well, I've never been through it. I don't really get it. I was dehumanized from a young age, so I couldn't relate to other people's grief, right? When my nana died, I'm still not an emotional person, but when my nana died, it broke me. Absolutely broke me. Broke me in every way. Emotionally, mentally, I was broken. And I took my nana for granted. I didn't not in a bad way. I just thought she'd live forever. And when she died, it broke my heart. It absolutely broke my heart. And I tried to live by what she taught me. Wake up could be your last. You know what? That's very true what Dan just said. Dan Robinson's all the way in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. In the 90s, he served time in SCI Camp Hill, a prison in the States, Pennsylvania, where he's from. Dan's been with me for a long time. And he's just saying there, every day could be your last. It's true. And you know what? When it comes to working whilst you're going through this bereavement, it might be a good thing. Might keep your brain occupied. How selfless though is that? Even though your brother, God bless his soul, may he rest in peace, right, has sadly passed away. You're still going to go to work and save people's lives and make people's lives better. And you could be, like, say, helping people that have gone through bereavement and stuff like that. The cycle of life, man. For every death, there is a birth. It's crazy. And it's sobering, man. This has got very deep, this thing. I don't know how this came about, but it is what it is, so we just roll with it. Everyone's sending love to Ange, man. Rightfully so. Yeah, man. Well said, Derek. Well said. Do you know what? It sadly and tragically took COVID and 40 something, near 50,000 deaths for people to respect the NHS. Madness, isn't it? Bless Ange. It's just horrendous, man. Like I say, people that I remember watching a documentary from America. There was a man. It's on YouTube, right? There was a guy. I can't remember his name. And he climbed on the Golden Gate Bridge. Now, the Golden Gate Bridge is suspended above. This guy threw himself off the Golden Gate Bridge in a suicide attempt. He miraculously survived. And he now speaks about his story. And it's on YouTube, guys. The guy jumped from the Golden Gate Bridge, killed loads of people, this jump. This man somehow survived. Guardian angel, God, I don't know. He survived. And it's just, like I say, when people take suicide as a way out, you think, well, why didn't they talk to me? Why didn't they open up to me? The services out there, why, they looked happy. They were smiling and laughing last time I saw them. And like I said, it's the biggest secret killer ever. It's invisible. And that person's making you smile or smiling and laughing. And you think nothing's wrong. But they're carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, man. Mad. It's mad and it's sad. And no one will ever know why. Ever. I'm a strong believer in like the afterlife, me. I don't know what happens to us when we die, but I believe in spirits and stuff like that. I believe in psychics, and some people might laugh at that, but I genuinely believe that there is more to this life than we know. I believe in spirits. I believe in the ghosts. I believe in the afterlife. I believe, like I say, psychics and stuff, psychic readings and stuff like that. I definitely believe. It's not for everybody, I understand that, but personally, me, I believe. Might be misguided. It's my personal view. Not for everyone. Tomorrow, I've got to be up because at 12 o'clock, 12 noon, I'm going to do my first ever Zoom call. So, yeah, I'm going to do my first ever Zoom call tomorrow. Potentially to be a consultant. Sounds more glamorous than it is. For a prison drama that's currently being written. It might not develop into anything. I've agreed to have a chat with the director, the writers, and the researchers. So we're going to do that tomorrow. Cody, very emotional regarding suicides. I'm not really emotional. I'm not really an emotional person, but like suicide has never really touched my life. Just my uncle, and I was only 2.5. But the thing is, I feel strongly about suicide because of my channel. The amount of prison deaths and prison suicides and like medical negligence deaths and stuff and suicides that I've experienced through speaking to people through my channel and stuff like that, I feel very strongly about it. But yeah, Dan's nothing with this opportunity. Tomorrow, we're having a general chit chat. They might use me tomorrow, have a conversation, and then might go away. When did the person survive the Golden Gate Bridge? I couldn't tell you, pen for what. I don't know, brother. But someone jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. If you go onto YouTube and search like man survives Golden Gate Bridge jump, right, suicide attempts or something, and he talks about it, and there was another guy that he was going to commit suicide, and a copper spoke to him. I don't know if it was the Golden Gate Bridge, this one, but a man was going to jump to his death, and a copper spent ages talking to him, didn't arrest him, just spoke to him, brought him back over the railings, and they become friends, and they go around schools and stuff and speak to mental health groups and things like that. But like I said, these are the survivors that have been through it and amazingly survived when they was going to do the deed. For people that seek suicide, I've got nothing but love and respect for them. There's a motorway junction here in Manchester, Junction 17, Prestwich. It's known as Suicide Bridge. People often climb over the wrong side and jump. I've seen it too many times. I've not seen somebody jump, but I've seen too many stories where traffic's been stopped because someone's on the wrong side of the railings. I'd love to be able to speak to these people. Like I said, it'd probably do more harm than good if I spoke to them. But like I said, nothing but love for them. On August the 30th, 1981, Dan's brother passed away from cancer. Only brother. God bless him. Cody, are you a support worker? No, I'm not, sweetheart. I'm an idiot. But I care about people. Sounds a bit soppy, that, doesn't it? But, yeah. I didn't know that about DBS's disclosure barring service. When was the last time I went to Liverpool? Last time I went through Liverpool or near Liverpool was I went to over the water. I went to New Brighton. I did a live on a beach. Cody, please say Amber Jordan loves you. Why? Nobody loves me, bro. I've got a face only a mother could love. But yeah. Amber Jordan, whoever you are. Evening, Cody from Liverpool. Love Liverpool. Yeah, New Brighton. I love New Brighton. New Brighton's all right, you know. Yeah, I've seen that. Do you know what? Right, there's a motorway bridge on the M62, really high. It's called Scamenden Bridge. Scamenden. It's a bridge over the M62, and people have jumped from this bridge. I've been to the top of this bridge. There's a road that goes over it, and there was notes on there. Don't jump. We love you. Speak to this number. Here's a number for Samaritans. It's such. I'd love to think. Right, how nice would it be? Right. Love you, Coda from Nicola. I don't know who Nicola Blythe is. Never heard of Nicola, but yeah, I'm getting a lot of female hits at the moment. I don't know why. But anyway, so how nice would it be if somebody was thinking of suicide as a way out, and they've gone to one of these bridges where these like children or adults, right, and they put a message on there with a phone number or a contact number, and the person that's thinking of suicide, this note on this bridge tied to this railing that's laminated, and reads it and thinks, you know what, when I need someone to care, that message, and they take that number and they're like, yeah, and they ring that number and that person doesn't commit suicide. I'd love to think that that's happened at least once somewhere in the world. In Blackpool, there's these love locks as well. Now, some people put love locks on a bridge, like on the piers at Blackpool, because they love that person and they want the world to know it. Other people put love locks and then they jump to the death. It's just one of those things. But I sat here not even thought about using. I've been an addict for 25 years. Oh wow, that's deep. This is the thing with this channel, man. Do you know what, right? Take me away. I'm an idiot, right? Take me out of this. Love and support and comments and positive feedback there. See, look at the comments there. Take me away. I'm not relevant. I'm not even important. I'm not important. But look at the comments and the feedback. Look at who it's brought together. These people that don't know each other from all across the world, from Dan Robinson in America to a girl that was in New Zealand, right? It's a positive thing, man. Needs hanging all of them. I'll gladly do the honours. Trust the government-run drug game. Yeah, I'm down with that. I believe that drugs should be legalised. It takes the profits away from the dealers, but then the government are going to get fat and rich, so it's a no-win situation. And like I said, it's just one of them things. But yeah, like the channel. I see what I was thinking about doing. I don't know if this is a stupid idea. I've got to go and order food. Are you a David Icke fan? I don't know much about David Icke. I don't know much about him. I know that raspberries. Oh, hold on. Oh, they're fucking horrible then. Yeah. So the thing is, like with a channel, I don't know how long the channel is going to go for. Right? I need, for my channel to continue, I want people on the channel. I want people to do videos talking about whatever they want to talk about. It could be suicide, it could be mental health, it could be about things they've been through in their life. I can blur faces all day, every day. If you want to be anonymous, I can make it anonymous. If it's about prison, if it's about the system, if it's a former... I've got 2 former prison officers that are both talking about coming on the channel right? But they've not done it. Now, I'm not, one of them I've admired, the other one I've not. But I would love 2 prison officers to come on my channel to talk about advice to people thinking of becoming a prison officer. Right? I'd love that. I want former prisoners on the channel. I'd even go as far as to having like a nonce on the channel, not in person, because I'd end up where the mindset is. Can you rehabilitate a sex offender? Things like that. I'd love to have that on the channel. But yeah, I just want to open my channel up to people. I've worked hard to get 20,000, and there's only a handful of people that have helped me. All the subscribers have helped me, but people that have contributed to the channel as well. Would you be a screw, Cody? Yeah, because I'd be corrupt as fuck and I'd be earning some serious dough. Yeah, I can be corrupt. Oh yeah, I can be corrupt. Would love to. Do you know what? Everyone keeps talking about James English, right? Me and James were supposed to. Me and James followed each other on Twitter. James kept saying, "We'll get you on it. We'll get you on it. We'll get you on it." It just never happened. So I unfollowed him because I was just sick of it being talked about. So the thing is, James, I want to go on either James English or I want to go back on Sean Atwood. Now, if I go back on Sean Atwood or James English, I've got so many more stories to go through. The sexual abuse, some of the mad arrests I've had. Do you know what I mean? There's so many things I can go into, right? That when I went to when I went to Sean's, I went to Guildford down to Sean's, and I didn't sleep. I'd not slept. I went all the way down there, 4 hours, 5 hours traveling, right? And it didn't come to anything. It didn't come to anything because I wasn't at my best. So Sean now films in he does the up north ones in Liverpool. I'd love to be back on program to talk about mad stuff. But again, there's a lot of people that are on that podcast that make me look like a Mickey Mouse. You know what I'm saying? Serious people. I wasn't a serious person. I was dangerous in my own right. I was violent as they come, right? And I just one of them. But I am nobody. In the criminal fraternity, I'm nobody. I was loyal in the eyes of the police. I was Dominic Nunes' right-hand man. That's it. I have a lot to thank Dominic for. If it wasn't for Dominic, I would never have got on the TV. Like I said, it's just one of those things. So, because I'm nobody in my own right, I was committing crime, I was doing what I was doing under the radar, became friends with Dominic, jumped on a TV series, and it just lit us up like a Christmas tree. And it was the worst thing I could have possibly done. But then everything happens for a reason, so I'm grateful. Dominic's still in prison. Seriously, you could help me get clean, I swear. Normally, bang at the wall now. Hold on. The one thing I'll tell you guys, right, apart from the fact I'm an idiot, if anyone wants me or needs me, my number is on my channel. My number is 077 29 27 4037. That's 077 29 27 4037. If anyone needs me for anything, I'll speak to people morning and night. I don't care. If it's a friendly chat, if you need advice, if you're feeling down, hit me up, man. I'll talk to you morning, noon, and night. I'll probably talk you into a bad situation because I talk too much. Don't plan on using tonight. Yeah, look, right now, to my shame and to my detriment, I used to be involved with, and I say that right, the coke. You don't see the damage it's doing. When you're an addict, you have to steal, you have to rob to feed that habit. You have to commit crime. So if you've been a dealer, you're fueling the cycle of crime. That can kill people. People OD all the time, God forbid. It fuels the cycle of crime. It rips families apart. And the thing is, when you're involved in criminality and drug dealing, you can't see the wood for the trees. When you step back, you get a lot more clarity and you realize what you've done. And yeah, I'm not proud of it, man. It's just, I can't change it. But this is the thing. So I can't change things I've done, so I'm trying to be a better person. Yeah, respect, brother. Respect for that, bro. But you've got to admit, though, brother, salad hands, yeah, if that's true what you've just said, bro, you've got to admit that a lot of people that are on drugs, not all of them, but a lot of them, have to graft to feed their habit, bro, depending on how big that habit is. How do your ex-affiliates know you didn't grass? Because if I was ever arrested, bro, my paperwork's there for everyone to see. My phone number, if anyone needs my number, 077 29 27 4037. Again, 077 29 27 4037. That's my number. Again, 077 29 27 4037. I don't give phone sex on the phone, just so everyone knows. But yeah, we spoke about that before, bro. We spoke about Liam Cullen earlier on. There's a lot of rumours. Can we see your paperwork? Yeah, I posted my paperwork in the past, man. I'm like I said, I'm open, man. You know, just took a number. But you know what? Like, yeah, the channel is crazy. Nah, bro, my number's been on, bro, go on my Facebook. My number's on my bio. Yeah. But like I said, the thing is with the channel is I can't understand. There are so many, like I said, my channel, this is completely off channel. It's off topic. It's off channel. It's just one of those things, man. But if people contact me, I will take the time to speak to them. Always. I had one kid, right, CJ. Like CJ is a safe kid. I'm not going to disclose too much, but CJ grew up in care. He's the safest kid ever. When he rang me up with that number, pissed up, right, stood at his head, giving me pure shit down the phone. I give him shit back. After about half an hour, we were talking like best friends. The kid's safe as anything. I've got nothing but love and respect for that kid. He's a Manchester kid. He lives over on the Wirral now. He's been through the system. He's been through the worst things imaginable. He's just had a little baby boy, little Enzo, nothing but love and respect for him. And this is the thing. People that are subscribers have become fans, man. Yeah, no, see, Nicola there. People comment. Nicola messaged me on Facebook and I replied. This is the thing. If someone takes the time to message you, right? If you're walking down the street, not me, anybody, if you're walking down the street and somebody talks to you because they need someone to talk to you, give them your time. Give them your time, man. Right. For some people, you might be the only bit of light in their day. Not me, just in general, right? People just, I love it. I love social interactions, me. I'm antisocial, but if I'm feeling sociable, I love social interactions with people. I love it. I love it. Just living in Manchester, you see some crazy things, man. Crazy people, crazy situations. Is that protected by gangs? I think so, yeah. I'm a big supporter of yours. Thank you, Nicola Blythe. But then I don't. Do you know what really annoys me? Right? People message you, and I'm like, "Who are you?" And like, "Oh, I'm a fan." Listen, fans are for hot days, right? Fans are for celebrities. I'm not a celebrity. It's just madness. I'm an idiot. Anyone can do what I'm doing on YouTube. Anyone can go on a documentary. Anyone can appear on the news. Anyone can appear on radio. Anyone can give advice, right? It's just that. All it is I've worked hard to get to 20,000. That's it. And I'm not above my station. I'm an asshole. I've always been an asshole. I'll continue to be an asshole. But you know what? I'm an arsehole that given half a chance, I'd make a difference to people. I will talk to people and help people if they will listen. A lot of people, right, don't listen, right? When you give your time to someone, you're trying to think, I didn't debate very well. I don't think I did debate very well on Good Morning Britain. I don't think I did. I think I was tired and I didn't get a word in on the last one. Yes, Ireland in the house. Irish fighter fan psoriasis. I can't pronounce that Gaelic word. But nothing but love. I love the Irish. Do you keep in contact with Dominic? No. I love that noise. Anyway. Do you like raw red onion, Cody? Not particularly. No. No. Cannock in the Midlands. Cannock, Staffordshire, innit? Cannock? I've been through Cannock, I'm sure. Would you ever meet with subscribers? No, bro. I'm nobody, bro. Understand one thing. Please, please, people understand. The only people that meet with subscribers are big YouTubers. I'm not a big YouTuber. I don't want to be a big YouTuber. I struggle keeping up with people, comments and feedback and text messages and WhatsApp calls and phone calls and video calls and Facebook messages and Twitter messages and Instagram messages and phone calls and texts and anonymous phone calls from dickheads constantly and journalists and stuff like that. It's hard at 20,000. Have I ever been to Pontins? Yeah, man. As a kid, innit? What is the best way to talking is the best way to cleanse your problems? Exactly. My whole YouTube thingy, my whole rhetoric for my YouTube channel, I had a lot going on up here. I couldn't deal with it. I put it on a video. Dan saw your mate's video yesterday. Yeah, Dan Robinson's appeared on the channel, guys. Big Q, Jono. Jono's dropped off. He's had some personal problems. Nothing but love for Jono. Big Q, Adam from Nottingham, who spoke about Nottingham Prison. Big Q, Jono, Phrase. There's just too many of them to mention, man. You had Claire, who served 14 years, was convicted under the joint enterprise. You've had Jan from Jengba. We've had Wayne as well, who served time in prison for castrating a paedophile. And then ended up in Broadmoor. It's just one of them, man. Oh, it's a bit wrong now. You know what? My head's so shiny when it's bald. Marty Wilkes, man. Marty Wilkes nearly got fucked by the police on some like manslaughter thing. He was a nurse, man, and he nearly got stitched big time. But he was innocent. He kept his mouth shut, and he bust case. Charges were dropped, and rightfully so. Would you ever dye your beard a different colour? Well, this colour here is not ginger, as some of you might think. That's because of the lights. It's strawberry blonde African sunset. That's the colour. Strawberry blonde African sunset. And it's horrendous. But if I dyed it any other colour, I'd look fucking stupid. I look a bit Amish. Do you know what I might become? I might become a Greek Orthodox with one of them hats with the curly sideburns. Get the youngers, get a job, get out there, wife, raise a family the right way. I agree, brother. African sunset, man. Strawberry blonde African sunset. Did you ever meet any Colombians or Mexicans in prison, Cordy? No. But then Mexicans and Colombians are crazy, man. Wouldn't want to be in prison in South America, would you? Cartel guys. How much do you weigh? Cheeky bastard. I was at that Tesco about, I don't know, 48 hours ago, 3 days ago. I was in that Tesco, Prestwich. What was Sean like in person? Do you know what? I like Sean Atwood. A lot of people don't like him. I like Sean Atwood. He's an intelligent guy. He was so chilled. The guy, if he was any more laid back, he'd be vertical. Right? He's so chilled, man. I like Sean Atwood. I went down to Guildford. I went to his house. We went for food. He was a greedy guy. But yeah, we had a drink. I don't drink, but I had a drink. He's a character. He's an intelligent guy. He's so chilled. And when I went on his channel, I was grateful. I was honoured to be invited. And I loved it, man. Wildman looks like he stinks. Do you know what? I'd love to meet Wildman for a drink, man. He'd meet me under the table, but I'd like the challenge. Yeah, I agree. Sean's very intelligent, very intellectual. He's very knowledgeable. And look at the journey that Sean went on. Educated guy, ended up in prison in America, became an ecstasy kingpin, mixed with dangerous people. Sammy the Bull wanted to kill him. Sammy the Bull became a grass. Crazy, man. But yeah, so the people that appear on Sean's channel, man, are decent, high-level people. I'm just probably more controversial, I suppose. But yeah. Do you know what? Do you know what I watched last night, Nakru? Last night, there's a video of Sean Atwood. He was picked up by his mum, his sister, and his dad. His mum, his sister, and his dad at Heathrow Airport, I think it was. And he was in the car, and his sister's got a flip phone, and she's texting, and she's like, this is how we communicate now, texts. And Sean's head was all over the gaff because he was like, wow, like this is mad. The cars were going past him at 1,000,000 miles an hour. The Scottish guy who does interviews is boss, James English. He is boss, I agree. I'd love to go on James's channel, man. I think some subscribers have contacted him, but it's not come off yet for whatever reason. But it's cool. Got nothing but love for him. Hold on. I'm here alone. My neighbour's wild. I've laughed like this for ages. I just think I'm off key. Why? What? Yeah, he says new cars. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I watched it just last night, and then I watched it again today. See, this is the thing. When you've been in prison, right? Sean's done a lot longer than me in prison, obviously. But when you're in prison and you leave prison, like, when you, like, world's continuing and, like, you've been picked up, cherry-picked from the race of life and then dropped in prison, and then the world continues at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You've been sat in your cell most of the day, then get picked up and then dropped back into race of life. You land on your ass and the world's whizzing past you, man. And then he scousers in here. Sean's a terrier with new facts, looks possessed. Sean's a geezer. Yeah, Dan Robinson. Dan's been in prison in America. He's done videos for the channel. He's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, guys, if you're just tuning in. Dan spent time in SCI Camp Hill. I don't know what SCI stands for. Something correctional institution, I guess. State correctional institution, Camp Hill, I suppose. You saying that about you there? Yeah, man. I've got the nose, so... Look at this. Liverpool's ganging up. Scousers are in. Do you know what? Genuinely chuffed for Liverpool this year winning the league. Did you watch Frenchie on James's podcast? Yes, I did. Right. You know what? Right. The thing is, with Frenchie, he's a one-off. He's a he is a one-off. He's extremely intelligent. He's extremely articulate. He's very intellectual and very intelligent, right? And people, like, a lot of people don't like it. Just bit my finger. Hold on. I'm in Turkey. It's been emotional. SCI stands for State Correctional Institution. There we go. Chuffer for Leeds. No, it's not Chuffer for Leeds. Devastated. Can't believe Leeds went up, They deserve it. Bielsa, the manager, has done a fantastic job. Bit crazy. But, yeah, Leeds deserve to go up, but just a bit wounded, to be honest with you. Down for me. I'm addicted to him. They're right in Colombian jails right now. Hate Liverpool, but they deserved it. Do you know what? Like I said, do you know what the thing is, right? Was it last year was the 25th anniversary since Hillsborough? Was it 30 years or 25 years, right? Since Hillsborough last year, right? And then it was just a crazy thing, man. So when Liverpool win the league, I was like, I was hoping that someone would say, do you know what? That's for the 96 victims that sadly and tragically never came home. No one ever said that, so I was a bit sad with that. But yeah. You're well respected in the west of Ireland. Many truck I live here, not means a lot because they hate everyone. Do you know what? I did a video on Travellers, right? And it's done some mad views, I did a video on Travellers years ago, right, when I couldn't string a sentence together. And the Traveller video's got a lot of love, I love Travellers. I genuinely like Travellers. I like the Irish in general. I'm hoping to go back over to Ireland eventually. But Ireland's amazing. The travellers, I love travellers. I like travellers. I like what they stand for. Oh, Peter, what did you do? They do a bit of this and that, Cody. Do you know what I mean? Right? But the fact is, there's good and bad in every society, right? I love how travellers have beef, right? And not all the time, as we know and we've read, but a lot of the time, travellers, they put the dukes up and they fight like men, and I respect that massively. None of this knife. Well, they do. Some of them do pull out shooters and knives and stuff. We know, but most travellers put the dukes up and they fight, and I love that. And then after they give best or they get beat and they get beat by the better man and they shake hands and they're forced to shake hands. I love that. They're not running around like pussies stabbing each other up. Some of them do, we know, but most of them fight like men, and they're not about the knife crime game and stuff like that. Bare knuckle, yeah, man. Yeah, travellers are good, man. Do you plait your beard? No. I'm thinking about shaving it, truth be told. I'm coming close. I always get to a stage where I think, right, I'm going to keep growing it. But of recent times, I've genuinely, like, today, I was shaving my head today, as you can tell. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to shave it. But if you look at me, I'll post pictures after. Shaved, unshaved, shaved, unshaved. I'm not talking about me shaving even. I'm talking about my beard. Right, and see what people think of it, because it's not... I think I look very different without a beard. I look like a young boy, where I look a bit like a man with a ginger beard. So, dude, fuck you, you wee prick. But no, like, just the beard's just like crazy. I love it with your shiny head. Yeah, the beard's a bit like... I've shaved it before. Do you know what? For 36, right, and drinking so much water, apart from having a big ugly nose because of my fighting, or it's bent, you're like a Viking. I love the Viking thing, man. I definitely love the Viking. And I love York as well. I'm going to grow it. It's going to go grey. I'm going to be in Asda near Christmas. And some kid's going to go, look, Daddy, that fat man with a beard, it's Santa. I say, you don't exist, you little shit. I know this is going to sound messed up, right? But, like, you know these YouTube videos? This is going to sound crazy, but it actually helps my mental health. It genuinely does. Like, being honest, good feedback, negative feedback, the interactions, right? I love the feedback. I love the interactions with people. And it definitely, like, I just love the interactions. It helps my mental health. All this stuff, the feedback, the nice comments, the negative comments, it all helps me, man. You should do it in different colours. I'm not going to have one of these glitter beards come Christmas if that's what you're talking. But it doesn't even get on the screen, man. It's down there, so it is. It's all the way down there, man. Bonnie, Scotland, aye. But no, it's horrible. But get on it instead of holding it. What do you mean get on it? Like, sit on my face on it, like. But yeah, so these videos, right? Sack talk. Do you know what? I agree with you, man. Glitter bears and baubles. I don't think I really rock that look, to be honest with you, would I? Really don't think I would. But yeah, these videos, the channel, right? It's done wonders for my mental health, right? When I'm feeling down or I'm in a bad place, which I can, I'm up more times than I'm down, right? But when I'm down, these interactions, you lot, help me massively. I'm from Scotland. Aye, you wee prick. No, I'm only joking. You're not a prick, Nicola. But yeah, the channel and these interactions, just, I love it, man. You're so entertaining you don't realise. I don't think I am. I'm just me. Does anyone Rab C. Nesbitt in his string vest? Cody become a barman in a biker cafe in the States with a shotgun under the bar. Love that. I won't get into the States. See this, right? See comments from Derek there and the girl saying that it helps them. Right? It helps me. Talking, well, people are not really talking, I'm all listening, aren't they? But, like, it does help me. It helps me massively. Like I said, I'm an idiot. I've always been an idiot. I'm not some master criminal. I'm not like an expert on prisons. I'm just an idiot. I was involved in crime. I ended up in prison a few times. Speaking to people on here, right? Like, I just love it, the interactions and everything. I'm not strong, brother. Look, I'm not strong at all. I've not been to a gym, right, forever. Right? I've not been to a gym forever. Right? I need to go back to a gym. Right? But I'm not in shape at all. I'm just looking out of shape. I've got a pube from my beard on my tongue. So yeah. So when we do these videos and everything, have I ever been in Risley? No, I've never been in Risley. Risley's a cat sea. I've broken stories. I broke the murder of Stephen O'Donnell, God bless his soul, a traveller man from Stockport who was stabbed to death in Risley on D-Wing in January of 2019. But I've never been in Risley, brother. I've got people in Risley that feed me stories and stuff like that, but yeah. Cody, honestly, I've been sat here with you and not even thought about scoring. How often are you live? I'm live whenever you need me, man. If someone needs me, I'll talk on the phone, man. 1,000,000%. Do you find it more helpful to come on here or phone, local mental health? Do you know what? I don't ring NHS mental health teams. I've been to the hospital. When I was in the army, I was sectioned. I spent time in Vegberg in Germany. Yeah, I don't really ring NHSs. I just deal with it. I've got medication, but I don't really take it. It's just crazy. I don't really take it. I've got probably about 11 boxes of medication in the drawer, but I take it when I need it. And when I take it, it just helps me sleep. Does it help my mental health? Possibly. I'm not sure. These videos help me more. It's like a therapy, this. Because I've got all this stuff going on up here, and you're talking to people, and people are interacting with you, even though a lot of people might think, oh, shut up, mate. But yeah, it helps me massively. See, a lot of people won't take meds. I never used to take meds, right? The thing is, there's a lot of people that need to take medication that don't, and there's a lot of people that take medication that need to take medication. Personally, I know that it can suppress you and stuff like that. I get that, but there's a lot of people that without mental health medication, they could take their life, they could self-harm, they could get worse. So I understand what people say about medication, but yeah. Clonazepam. I don't know what that is. So who's this person? Addictions are horrible things. My real dad's an alcoholic. My sister's an alcoholic. It's just one of them things, man. Tourette's. Bastard. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Thanks. Yeah. Antidepressants and antipsychotics and meth. So you're on methadone as well, the green script. How does anyone survive prison if they can't fight or thingy? Not everyone in prison's a victim. It's not like that. It's just, it depends on you. How your time in prison is depends on you. Some people coast, some people don't. Look at Sean Atwood. Sean Atwood went to prison. Not a fighter, not a big man, right? Wasn't a victim. People loved him because he was a Brit and he's intelligent. And he used to help people. And Sean survived prison. Like I said, the US prison system seems to be more violent than the UK prison systems from what you read. Yeah, man, 1,000,000%. 50 mils of green. That's a high dose, you know. That is a high methadone. What else are you on, man? Like, are you on subbies or anything like that, bro? Subbies a big business in prison. Do you know what? I can't believe I've drunk nearly. I went from like a little bit from like up here. I went to Telford, got back last night and didn't use for 5 days. Do you know what, bro? Like I said, I think you're a female. I think you're a female, aren't you? I was on 100. What? What do you think of Lee Duffy? Lee Duffy. Why is the name? Why do I know the name, but I can't place the name? Lee Duffy, I know the name. Can't place it. I really can't place it. Do you know what? I'll do another 12 minutes, guys, and I'll knock it on the head at 2 hour mark because God knows that it's 10 past midnight, man. Our 52 people, right? How have I got 20,000 people, but I only end up with 52? Geordie, what's that guy? What's that girl? Gin. What's the gin? So the gin it's 21 quid, but it's decent. Whitley Neal, raspberry gin. Right now, I'm not encouraging drinking, and you're going to drink responsibly. But Whitley Neal, raspberry gin. Do you know what? It's such, like, you know when you have a pint and it's like nice, but I feel weird drinking a pint at home, but then I'll be drinking a higher percentage of, pardon the glass is a bit, you know. I lost my son. See, if you're not using, right, nothing but love and respect for you, and if you didn't use for 5 days, you can kick this habit, man. I think you're a woman. Are you male or female? I think you're male, female. I think you're female, aren't you? Drinks Buckfast. The first time I drink Buckfast was in the army. That's like a tonic. Is it a tonic wine or something like that? I want a WKD now. But yeah. It's just mad. But yeah, so if you can stop taking drugs for 5 days, you can beat this habit, man. Nothing's impossible. Do you know Sheffield Collins, Travellers, the main one just passed away? No, I don't. My name is Sally. Sally, do you know what, babe? Like I said, stay strong. There's nothing, like I said, talking about it might not help you, but just people use, right? Right. People that use Class A drugs or any drugs for that matter, whether it's cannabis, whether it's up to a Class A lot of people are self-medicating for things. They're trying to numb and forget things they've been through in their life. Cody, what's this? On Instagram advertising products. All the celebrities do it now. I'm not a celebrity, bro. I'm not a celebrity. I'm friends with a social media influencer, a guy, right? A Jewish kid that I know, right? And he's on Instagram and he's smashing it. He's got, I think, he's about 104,000. And he's like he's a gay guy, and he's dead camp and like funny, and he advertises for everything and everything. And I've got nothing but look. Right, when I wasn't in a good place. Well, I'm still not in a good place, but I would be jealous of them and try and put them down or be bitchy about them. Now, I've got nothing but love for anyone that's doing well, man. Nothing but respect and love anyone that's doing well. If you're surviving in the current climate, getting on with life, doing what you're doing, nothing but love for you. But you're not going to have any confidence, babe. You're probably using, and I don't know you, so like I said, I could be speaking out of thingy. But the thing is, you could be using to numb things that have happened in your life. You could be self-medicating. You could be trying to forget things that have happened in your life. You might be trying to numb the pain. People that use substances, we're quick to look down our nose at, but you don't know why they're using. Most times, not all the time, but a lot of the time, it's because that person's been through the shit, and they're trying to deal with what they've been through, and they don't know how to. So they turn to substance misuse, cocaine, alcohol, Class A drugs. There we go. Abused. Babe, right? I did a video on my channel, right, about when I was sexually abused, right? And it took me a long. I was embarrassed doing the video, but I did it and I posted it. And the amount of love that I got on the back of that video was amazing. Mum was an alcoholic, so this is the thing. People take different actions for different reasons. If you see someone that's homeless and they're off the face on spice or heroin or crack, you walk past them. A lot of people look down the nose and think, pfft, and they walk further away from the person. Still a person, still got a story behind why they are the way they are. But we're quick to judge. We live in a judgmental society. We shouldn't be judging, we should be helping. But it's just one of those things, man. God, I've talked some bollocks tonight. I have talked some just crazy talk. We've talked about everything and everything. It's just mad, isn't it? It's like it's off subject. There's no script. We're just talking, man. I reply to what people are saying. Sally, can build your confidence by day, just like one positive thing. Once a week, then try build on it once every day for 6. Yeah, true. Real talk, man. Yeah, man. Drug abuse is an illness. I agree, Robert. I agree. Like I say, we are quick to judge a society, right? I'm not. It's not me talk, bro. People lead this. Right. If no one else was sat here, I'd probably make no sense. But because I'm interacting with people here, it makes sense. We're talking about what people are talking about. Ange, God bless her, Ange, right, brought us on to suicide. The suicide of her brother last night. God bless him. May he rest in peace. Massive prayers to her and her family. The world isn't against you, man. There's help out there. There's some great organizations. Like I said, if you were sexually abused, you could look about going to the police. Like I said, it's not for everybody. Some people don't, some people do. I haven't. I respect people that do. I believe that it's the right thing. I just, I would feel weird going into a police station dropping a statement because of the criminal mentality. That's my own chip on my shoulder. But I've got nothing but love and respect for anyone that, whether it's 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, that speaks up and goes against their offender and drops a statement. Nothing but love. Do you know what? This possibly is one of the most deepest, like, thing here. Look at everyone showing love, man, for Sally. Is that what the girl's called? The girl that's the girl that says she's an addict. She's called Sally. And by this stream tonight, we stopped her doing drugs, which is crazy. Not me, you lot. I'm just talking. And I talk and I talk and I talk. And one day, I'll make some sense. Real talk, have you ever done roids? Yes, I have. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, I have. Not since early. I haven't taken them for a long time, but yeah, I used to take steroids. Yeah, I used to take steroids. That's me being honest. So when I actually, you know what? Apart from coke, never tried cocaine. Apart from cannabis, I've done steroids as well. So intramuscular steroids. That was it. Inject and tablets both. The little red tablets, what they call Dianabol, little red ones. And I used to inject like Sus and Deca. Never on growth hormone, but I was on Sus and Deca. I was on different ones. I was taking clenbuterol to strip the fat, stuff like that. Naps 50s, man. Trying to get them last titty by. Anyone that doesn't know, when you take too much steroids, your body produces too much testosterone, and you can get the female hormone. You can get like what they call like soggy, like titties. You get by last titty by. But yeah, so you take naps 50 to refinger. It's true though, true talk. But yeah, I have taken steroids in the past. I wasn't on them for long. I think I did one cycle, 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off. Trembolone, yeah, Trembolone, clenbuterol as well. I used to take clenbuterol, and it like bodybuilders take them. I was a bodybuilder, but I didn't compete or anything like that. I wasn't in that shape. And now I'm in shape, a circle. But yeah, so I did used to take stead, yeah. I used to go. My mate used to jab me in my arm, and then obviously go in your ass as well. So I used to go one. I used to go like 1.5 mil in this arm, 1.5 mil in this arm, and then I've not trained for a long time. So like I said, I'm not like Finger, but I've kept my size and my shoulders and stuff. But yeah, I've not trained for a long, long time. I think I was doing the doors and everything, and I used to wear tight fitting tops and stuff like that and shit like that, like a proper bell end. Just, I was vain as hell. I'm ugly as fuck, but I was vain as hell. When you take steroids, you start finding yourself doing poses in the gym and in the gym and stuff like that, and like a proper posing bastard. Then you come out in loads of spots on your shoulders, and people ask if you're doing roids, and everyone says, "Nah, I've never done a ride in my life." But you got spotted back boy, which tells you a different story because the oil's coming out of your finger. Having Faith 76 Hodgkiss. Did you get my message about the poetry I write, please? Let me just check 1 second. I've got loads of notifications, so possibly Ange B. Hold on. 1 sec. Yeah, I've not got a message yet. So my number again is 077 2927 4037. on chat tonight, so I might have missed it, so I apologise. What's this? If anyone would read it, yeah, post it, man. Post it, man. Post that shit. Post it. Let's do it. Post the poetry, man. I've never, do you know what? Poetry, a lot of people, right, turn to poetry as like a thing, like music. Music's my release. Music's my thing. I listen to music. I can listen to like anything, R&B, grime, okay, acoustic music, Oasis, R&B, garage. I can listen to acoustic stuff. I'm just indie music. I'm just, yeah, man. Post the poetry, man. I want to see this. Waiting patiently. Music is the one. Do you know what the thing is with music? Worst mood in the world, and music can take you away, man. Right, Cody, peace out. Angus being, yeah, man. All the way from Ireland, getting off, nothing but love. Yes, my brother told me to tell her to get away for a few days. Yeah, man. Do you know what? True. Music for me has saved me in many regards. If I'm down, music is just. Cody, please, can you Google Sally Hodgkinson's poems? Yep, of course, man. Of course I can. Sally Hodgkins poems. Do you know what, right? Do you know what? A lot of people, right? I know this sounds a bit crazy. A lot of people in prison turn to poetry. They find it relaxing or something. Sally Hodgkiss, poems. Yep. And if you send me a link, Sally, as well, I'll read it as well, but I'll Google it. Yeah, do you know what? It's a crazy one tonight. It's a really deep. I didn't know where this vlog was going to go tonight. It's definitely gone somewhere where I didn't think it was going to go. But I've got nothing but love, and I'm so happy, right? Like I said, when someone messages and says, I use Class A drugs, but I haven't used tonight, and this has helped me. That's deep, man. Not for me. It's not about me. It's about the people, man. If I had no subscribers, would I still be doing this if I had 0 subscribers after several years? No, I wouldn't. So my channel is made by the people that subscribe and comment. I'm irrelevant, man. Irrelevant. If it was up to me, I'd have other people on this channel every day, you know, every day. We talk suicide, sadly and tragically. Ange, God bless her, her brother, may rest in peace. We spoke about addictions. We've spoke about mental health. We spoke about prison, crime. We talk about EncroChat. We've spoken about just madness. Talk about gin, lots of gin. We're not amazing, babe. You are. When you're showing restraint to stop the thing is with addiction, it's exactly that. It's addiction. You got them strawberry, raspberries in there again, yeah. And I've got loads of them in. I can't tell you how many. There's loads of them, right? The thing is, Sally, right? This is the thing. You are amazing. You're an inspiration. I find it inspirational that you have decided not to take drugs and not to score tonight, right? That's your choice. It takes a lot of power to do that. When you're taking an opioid, right? So heroin, things like that, right? It's one of the most addictive substances known to man. Yeah, man. Addictions, coffee, sugar, alcohol, drugs, cannabis, tobacco. I wish I could show you all the poems. Sally Hodgkiss, poems. People Google it. Sally Hodgkiss, poems. I'm on this live, or I'd do it right now. No problem, sweetheart. Happy to plug your thing, man. No problem. That's what it's about, man. You, like I said, you're subscribing to the channel. We'll help you as best we can. Yeah, I like Derek. I don't know who Derek is, but Derek's a nice guy, man. I think mobile phones are an addiction. I can't put the fucking thing down. If I'm not wanking myself silly sat on my tablet, right, because I'm a bit of a wanker, right, I'm sat on my phone, man. You wake up, what's the first thing you grab apart from your cock? Your phone, man. Just goes down that way, doesn't it? The channel shit, bro. The channel shit. The only good thing about my channel is the subscribers, bro. That's it. And that's me being honest, right? Subscribers are amazing, bro. Like I said, I don't sit here. I'm a dickhead, bro. I'm not above my station. I'm just a down-to-earth kid. I'm nobody, bro. My channel seems to have ventured from prison to addiction to like child abuse, sexual abuse. And a lot of my subscribers, certain people, have been through the worst things, bro. A lot of my subscribers, bro, some that I've spoken to for years, some that I've spoken to on and off for years, and I've got nothing but love for every single one of them, bro. I just continue on my path, bro. If I don't speak to someone for a few years, I'll continue on my path. If that person pops back up, then I'll give them my time, and that's how life should be. But yeah, you just carry on with your goal, man. I've just carried on. But there's some amazing people on my channel, man. There's people here that have commented that I hold the torch for and I've got love for. Do you know what I'm saying? John Chappell, man. I like John. John asks meaningful questions. Are you a conspiracy theorist? Yes and no. Yes and no. I believe in aliens because I'm just crazy like that. I believe in like pedophile rings in government. I believe in like Freemasons. I believe in aliens. I believe in like Hollywood VIP pedophile rings. I'm like, yeah, you're not a failure, Sally. You're still here. You're a fighter and a survivor. Well said. I agree. Sally, like I said, I've got nothing. I don't know your situation, babe. I don't know your background. I've got nothing but love for you, babe. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. You show an amazing restraint. If you can kick this addiction, right? Like I said, addictions, heroin is one of the most addictive substances known to man, right? If you cannot use for 5 days, if you're not using tonight, if you view to tune into this channel instead of taking brown, then I've got love for you, man. On WhatsApp, that's it, Lauren. Managed to win a competition for a poem. Yeah, man. Pardon me. But yeah, I've got, like I said, oh, fucking raspberry. Oh. Have I ever took MDMA? No. I'm scared of taking drugs, bro. I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely honest with you, bro. I'm scared of taking drugs. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'm just petrified, bro. I talk too much now. Imagine me on cocaine. Please, be some crazy twist, bro. Oh, the wallabies bollocks, bro. Don't, bro. I can't neck all them. Look how many there is. Look how many there is, man. There's pure of them in there. Pure of them. Why have I just got a thing saying I'm live? I know I'm live. I've been live for 2 hours and 8 minutes. I'm drunk like a quarter. Is it a quarter? Half? I'm not sure. Do I neck these or do I not neck them? Ah, fuck them. I swear to God. Oh, the fucking worst thing was last night. Jumped on the quarter. Oh. Oh, the fucking. Oh. Taxi down. Do I think the royal family's got a rightful place in that country? No. One wish my life would be total bliss. I wish I could wake up, get out of bed with crack cocaine, a raise from my head. Do you know what? Some people have come out tonight and have, like I said, proper opened the, like their hearts up and stuff like that. Cody like David Icke. I don't know much about Ike. I know his channel got closed down, which I think is disgraceful. I've never been to Teesside. No, I'd love to go to the Northeast, definitely. Love to go to the Northeast, man. 1000%. Newcastle, Middlesbrough. Um, right. I'm going to try and neck these, but look how many there is. This might not go well, because they make me gip. Look at that one there. Literally, like, there's one there that looks proper like foot. Look. How big does my head look through glass? Oh, look at that one over there. Proper dirty, horrible thing. Look at that one there. It looks like it's got fur on it. For the subscribers. Hold on. I don't know if they're all going to come out. Hold on. Right, I could gip on this. Hold on. Oh. Oh my God. Fuck. Oh, fucking hell. I apologise because it's gone everywhere. Fucking vile, man. Oh. Oh. Where's that one that dropped, man? Oh, they're all over the deck, man. Five-second rule. What the fuck was that? And there's like a fur ball or something. It's everywhere, man. Just switched on what you're doing. Like a fucking... You know them like bush tucker trials that they do in Australia, mate? Oh, that is genuinely fucking vile. Oh, I've got a fucking... some sort of hair on me. Whoa. I'm sweating and everything. That's fucking vile, that. I genuinely can't tell you how vile they are. I'd rather drink a bottle of hooch straight than drink that. Literally sweating and everything. Coming out of my mouth and everything. It's all over my legs. It's all over the floor. I apologise. It literally sounds like it's going to come out. The furry, they've got pips in the fucking things, and it's full of alcohol. And there was loads of them. That is absolutely... Do you know what? I'd rather neck a bottle of fucking full of hooch, yeah, vile, 3 weeks old. It's been down for 3 weeks, hooch, than drink that. That's usually a good sign of good finds, quite massive. Yeah, not in that way. Definitely not in that way. It's everywhere. There's fucking pips on me and everything. Oh, just all over the deck. Hold on, stay there. Probably going to stay in the floor, but here's what it is. It's everywhere. It's literally, it looks like there's been a full-on, like, raspberry orgy on the thing. Right. Guys, listen. We've been on for nearly 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah, we're still live. We're actually logging off now because we've been on it for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I look like I've been fingering a bird that's been on a period because I've been eating raspberries. All gone, bitches. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Love everybody. It's been a crazy one tonight. Very grateful for everyone. Hope it's helped a few people. Sally Hodgkiss, poems, Google it, have a nosy. Gonna leave it there, guys. Love everybody there. You've all got my number. If you haven't, it's in my description on my social media. Love everybody. It's been a really deep conversation tonight. Nothing but love for everybody. My channel's not good without you guys, so I appreciate it. Gonna leave it there, guys. Everyone get me on social media. Hit me up. My number's on my description. Cody out if I can find the out button.